Visual artists benefit enormously from taking part in international workshops. They encourage not only cultural exchange, but provide an intensive period with the freedom to work without the usual constraints and distractions of day-to-day living. As with all workshops, the context is important. In 2006 and 2007, 36 artists were invited to take part in 2 international artist workshops for 2 weeks within the Ngong forest in Nairobi. The emphasis is on making work that is site-specific. Therefore, exploring the location is first on the artist's list of priorities. For some artists, it is the process that is important, getting to work immediately, experimenting with unfamiliar materials and techniques. Artists exchange dialogue about ideas and working practice. This can sometimes lead to collaboration.
You know, people get bored when you do things always the same.
On the ship, on the weapon,
charcoal.
The Ngong Forest Sanctuary is one of the few indigenous forests existing within a capital city. It provides a natural environment supporting a rich matrix of wildlife, flora and fauna. Coco is thinking the animals might be in need of a little comfort and stimulation.
Just trying to make a roof of the small house. This will be the roof of a small cafe that I'm trying to make for the animals, so they don't come out from this forest. It's like they are settling completely in the forest. So I'm just in the first stages, and maybe I'll see what else to come up with to make the animals comfortable here in the bush. And that's my idea first, and just on the early stages. Yeah.
Coco's seemingly light-hearted idea of a gift for the animals is underpinned by a more serious issue.
What I want to do is I just want to make this surface flat, and then I'll put on letters saying no cutting trees down. What I want to do is I want to measure area of 1 acre and then count the trees that they've chopped off, because this is one of the hardwood in this rainforest. So most people here that they come and cut it and use it for carvings.
Yeah, man.
recent harvesting of the silver oak tree and the effect of this on the wildlife of the forest and the surrounding environment is an issue concerning many of the artists.
This is a series of a few, let's say, molds. They're supposed to hold different waste materials, or let's say discarded wood or leaves, yeah, kind of to burn them to create smoke. The idea behind this was to show, or let's say to send a message. Maybe using the olden days, how people, or let's say the Africans, used to send messages to other communities to show, maybe, or to indicate there was something urgent supposed to be done. Yeah, just to kind of show there need to be support, or the trees need support. Yeah, in terms of protection and. Yeah, just basically protection.
Jambo Kenya Mase. Yes, Boom FM is there.
I'm doing a test for a dream catcher, and I'm just using regular rope to see if it's going to work, and then I need to make a lot of my own rope, which I've been making this one from grass. But before I make too much of it, I need to know how much I need, and I need to know if it's going to work, because I've never done
I didn't have an idea, the first week what to do. But then I wanted to keep myself busy, so I just came up with working with these bending shapes, and creating shapes. And then I think late last week or early this week, I decided to install them here.
I'm going to take this pole in a little bit. And the whole thing is to pack the clay, like a bird's nest or a mud house.
Kazi ya mchumba huanza kwenye nyumba, lakini utampeleka wapi kama nyumba hauna? Mungu basi anibariki na kazi niweze kujisimamia, kwanza nitapata wapi?
I'm thinking of imitating nature, in the sense that when you walk through this place there are so many webs, and the fact that you actually just walk into them without having noticed them before, being the reason why I'm using the sewing thread. And apart from that, I'd say I'm having fun. But more to the point of this workshop, I think it's more in the interaction, bringing different groups of people into one area, people from different backgrounds with different countries, and kind of see how the interaction goes. I don't know whether it's successful. I think that I'll have to ask the other artists.
Akello has been making something to hang from the trees. One questions if they are scarecrows, the souls of the dead trees, or effigies of the tree poachers. roundabout towards the end of the 2 weeks gives the artists a chance to discuss what they've been doing to the wider group and to invite constructive feedback.
And you know, the serious ideas of trying to celebrate the forest and help save the forest, I think are really, really important, but I think it's always best to do it with a little bit of humor.
Which group has a shape like that?
I think there's a lot of cutting trees because like what I want to do here, I've demarcated 1 acre, and then if you go around, I've put numbers on each stump. Yesterday I counted about 79, but I haven't finished counting all of them. So it's just 1 acre, and then 79 trees are gone already. So if you count 600 times 70, how many trees have we lost?
It's like this is the most popular tree in the forest, and they've apparently all been cut. And yesterday when we were watching the news, they had a feature about the guys who carve some place in Machakos, and all they were using was this tree.
And we all know where it came from.
Yeah.
It's a figure of like shouting somebody. Maybe on the jungle most of people are afraid. Shouting means not singing, like afraid of like a big voice. Singing is a nice communication to communicate in the nature.
This one is titled Kemamo. Kemamo. Kemamo is is my vernacular name called like a nest, a place where around time there was first and second war. My grandmother could tell me where during the war where they used to hide. They could do holes. Then where they start when the shooting start, they'll go and hide. Some could make something like this. Now imagine how it was. So they could hide their children there, and the parent will enter in the holes.
The movement looks musical, kind of. The way I put this, you can see the movement. Think of a harp.
One won't fail to notice that a lot of people have dealt with the issue of death. Issue of death in relation to the forest itself. I mean, saying, last time when we did the workshop here, there were like a few scattered stumps, tree stumps everywhere. But I mean, now if you like walk across the forest, I mean, it's like the number has actually like I think gone up by tenfold. It's just disastrous. So I mean, I think it actually got people into doing something related to death. I mean, that is why everybody's kind of like doing something that I'd call morbid. Yeah.
Na mabeste kati ya Arsenal na Manchester, watenje ngoma zikibamba marabu reggae funky na magenge, basi kwa mlango kasikia bembe kufungulia demu wa mtanta kama vipo wako nipa mahamham za kumdai hizo vitu tanta vipi mama unanibamba na mavitu tanta hebu kamkam nina mahamham ya kuzinyamnya ukinipa zamzam nitazinyamnya nina morale sisi sabe nina morale watakatambe nina morale usinihande nina morale morale, wachakatambe, nina morale, susare, nina morale, wachakatambe, nina morale, usinihande, nina morale, wachakatambe. Sister, umemea mapembe, unanibeba fadha malenge, nikikudai sister sinilenge, nina morale, wacha nikulambe, mimi na wewe tupendane, tusihanye mdudu situpande, songa karibu sister sijigambe, zitowe zote tatakatambe. Vipi mama, unanibamba, nama vitu tantatam, hebu kamkam, nina mahampam, ya kuzinyamya, ukinipa samsasam, nitazinyamya, nina morale, sister susare, nina morale.
At the end of the 2 weeks, there is an open day. This provides the opportunity for the local community and invited guests to come and visit the forest and see what the artists have been up to.
Talk about your work, please. Is there any more people? You really make it. A long way out. That's why the current.
The workshops, I might say, have been very fruitful.
Where do you think
Just exactly as you said it.
Yeah, I did my homework, so.
That looks amazing.
They're kind of familiar with their ways of.
That's how they used to do it. Are you sending a message with these?
Yeah, so I'm trying to call the residents, Nairobi, or let's say anyone around, to come to the forest and see the destruction. Yeah, so maybe do something on how to fight back or reclaim the forest there.
I think the workshop is wonderful. Work with nature, I like it. And I feel like somehow people should be part of nature, and then nature becomes part of us.
Okay, all what you can see here is a monkey business. Not much to say.
This is the most uncomfortable way to cut the grass. They should bring a lawnmower.
We've been held down, pushed around, but now we got ourselves together. We've been pushed aside, criticized, but it ain't no stopping us.